For those of you who couldn't be at the show, there was still plenty to enjoy watching at home. I mean, of course, the big moment everyone is talking about was the super sexy duet between Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. It was super hot. Now, here at The Daily Show, we can't afford the rights to the song, so we can play the video for you, but we had to change the music. But still, take a look. Wow. Oh, get a room, you two. And then, of course, there was the big news of the night. Green Book, which won Best Picture. Yeah, it's been called the reverse driving Miss Daisy. Because the driver is white and the passenger is black, and also they drive in reverse the whole movie. But I'm not gonna lie, for me, the night's big winner was Spike Lee.
The most animated reaction of the night coming from veteran director Spike Lee, who won his first Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay for his critically acclaimed film BlacKkKlansman. Lee taking a not-so-veiled shot at President Trump in his acceptance speech.
The 2020 presidential election is around the corner. Make the moral choice between love versus hate. Let's do the right thing.
President Trump just tweeted on the Oscars. Here's what he just said. Be nice if Spike Lee could read his notes, or better yet, not have to use notes at all when doing his racist hit on your president, who has done more for African Americans, criminal justice reform, lowest unemployment numbers in history, tax cuts, etc., than almost any other president.
That's right. President Trump called Spike Lee racist. It was like, BlacKkKlansman, that's offensive, folks. Should have been called black, very fine people on both sides. Both sides. Also, Trump is the last person to tell anyone about their reading. Like, really? Mr. United States, that guy? So, congratulations to almost all of the winners from last night. Let's move on to some international news. Vice President Mike Pence. He was in Colombia today, or as Donald Trump calls it, South Mexico. And he was there to monitor the situation across the border in Venezuela, where things are getting more tense than Mike Pence's own eyebrows when he tries to look tough.
The crisis in Venezuela reaching new heights over the weekend as President Nicolas Maduro closed the border with Colombia and Brazil in an effort to block humanitarian aid from the U.S. from getting into the country.
Vice President Pence arrived in Colombia today to meet with Venezuela's opposition leader, Juan Guaido.
Our efforts to date will not only continue, they will be increased. Despite Maduro's brutality, we will press on.
Okay, whose idea was it to send Mike Pence to solve the crisis in Venezuela? Like, is the plan just to bore Maduro out of power? Is that what it is? Maduro's just gonna be like, okay, enough about your mother, I'll leave already. Also, I think it's a little risky to send Mike Pence to South America. What if he accidentally eats spicy food? Like, I mean, this is Mike Pence. If he has too much salt, he needs to gargle with, like, holy water for an hour. Also, by the way, I feel like Mike Pence goggles with his mouth closed because he doesn't want to seem gay. He's like... And finally, some news from the world of politics. Senator Dianne Feinstein. At 85, the California Democrat is the oldest person now serving in the U.S. Senate. But she's not too old to mix it up with some much younger opponents.
Lawmakers are no strangers to heated debate. But California Senator Dianne Feinstein is raising eyebrows after getting into it with a group of children over climate change.
We are trying to ask you to vote yes on the Green New Deal.
Okay, I'll tell you what. We have our own Green New Deal.
The government is supposed to be for the people and by the people and all for the people.
You know what's interesting about this group? Is I've been doing this for 30 years. I know what I'm doing. You come in here and you say it has to be my way or the highway. I don't respond to that. I was elected by almost 1 million vote plurality, and I know what I'm doing.
You're supposed to listen to us. That's your
How old are you?
job.
How old
I'm
are
16.
You?
I
well,
can't
you didn't vote for me.
Well,
you know better than I do. So I think one day you should run for the Senate.
Great.
And then you do it your way.
Well, maybe you should run for the Senate. How are you the most childish person in a debate with actual children? I'm surprised, like, Feinstein didn't just copy everything they said. I'm 16. I'm 16. Stop copying me. Climate change is a problem. Climate change is a problem.